Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with baby Oliver, and I'm not gonna lie, I have done that intro, I think like, I don't even know, like 100 times, because it is so awkward when you stop doing YouTube and then you talk to yourself again. I mean, it's weird. So anyways, I wanted to do this video for so many reasons, and you're gonna find out, but the first one is obviously, he's here. So the last video I put up on my channel was me giving birth to him. I will link that down below if you haven't seen it. But obviously that was like, I mean, he's 8 months. So that was 8 months ago. And I feel like ever since I quote unquote, well, not quote unquote, but like literally quit doing YouTube full time, I have completely changed as a person. We've started so many new things and our life is just drastically different. So I wanted to come in here and talk about, see, look, he's already mad because I took too long. Baby Dune, what are you doing with your life? Say hello to the people. He's like, you're crazy. Anyways, so we've just become like such in a different state of life. So I wanted to just share my journey with you guys, what we've been up to, and what my plans are with this channel going forward. And also obviously talk about Oliver. Okay, you guys, having a boy is the best thing of my life. Like, oh, he is just the cutest thing ever. You guys know how obsessed I am with just like babies and little kids in general. But he is so sweet. The one thing I could say that he's different, because obviously the question I get is like, is a boy different than a girl? At least in our case, he is. Some people will say that their girls are like the more wild ones, but no way. He like has to be outside, has to be forward facing in the carrier to be like happy and not fussy. I would say that like all my kids are pretty chill babies. Like they're very normal, no like crazy fussiness or anything like that. I've co-slept with him since day one. So I just feel like myself as a mom, like I think that, the phrase like the more kids you have, the easier it gets. I don't think like literally the easier because you're outnumbered, but I just think mentally for me, he was like the easiest transition by far. You guys know I struggled like seriously with Scarlett. When I had my second, it was like way harder than my first, but the third was like not even a big deal. So I don't know. And to answer your question, which I know I'll get not in the comments because there's no comments, but to answer your question, like, will I have another one? Probably. And also he's kind of like snotty, if you guys are wondering. He just got over a cold. So anyways, I mean, what else can I say about him? Birth was normal. Everything's like very, nothing like crazy to report other than he is just like a boy. He wants to dig in the dirt, and like Annabelle wouldn't even like touch the grass as a baby. She'd have her hands up and like looking around. And Scarlett too, but he just wants to like dig in everything and go outside. Like the fact that he's still here is like shocking to me because I don't know, he is wild. What are you doing? He loves his sisters. He already says dada and mama. He's still breastfed. He hates food. He hates any food except he ate an animal cracker that Scarlett gave him the other day. And I'm like, seriously? And I mean, that's about it. He's very fun. He does not crawl just like any of my other kids, late crawling, because I just hold them all day long. Loves dada, loves mama. What can I say about you? Is Annabelle's twin. So he's literally identical to Annabelle in my opinion. I'll have to put up a picture, but I don't know if you guys have this with any of your babies, but for Annabelle, just Annabelle and Oliver, whenever they get like upset or fussy or crying, they all of a sudden have like random like 3 little dots on their forehead. You can kind of see them right here because also when they get hot, I don't know what that's about, but Annabelle had it in the same exact spot and so did he. What are you saying? And another thing that's unique about him is that he has a swirl on the top of his head. And we have like this really cool, she's Romanian, our pediatrician. She says that like, that means they're going to be super wild. I'm like, great. So that is about him. I'm going to give him back because there's no way he's going to last. And I'm totally the mom of 3 kids where just like, if their kid is like, has a runny nose a little bit, I'm like, oh, whatever. I used to be like, no way, we're not going to film today because your nose is ready. But now it's just like, it's just another day. So anyways. Can you say dada? Dada. Dada. So giggly. I die. How could you have 3? How could you only have 3? How could you have 3 babies? Someone's a psycho. And it's not you. All right. You go back to dada. You can go outside, play in your baby pool. Okay guys, so Doug took the baby. I don't know why it's 90 degrees in October right now, but it is. And I wanted to just do kind of like a story time explaining where I've been, what I've been doing now. I think I just mentioned that I feel like a new person. Like I truly feel like right now sitting on camera with you guys, I am a completely different person than when I was vlogging last. Not really so much like during his birth, but like when I was doing YouTube full time. So I just wanted to share with you guys like why I quit, because I get DMs every day being like, I used to get a lot of DMs, like multiple a day. Obviously, as time goes on, people are like, she's not doing anything with it. Like, they're going to stop asking me, but I still get a couple DMs a week being like, you know, you quit your channel. Like, where'd you go? You just ghosted us all. So I kind of just wanted to do like an intro video back, and I do want to start my channel up. The thing about it, before we get into like what has happened throughout the last year and a half, before we get into that, I can't even think. Like, I don't even know how to do YouTube anymore. It's so awkward. Okay, I'm going to get it together. Okay, so before we get into that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna post on this channel or start a new one, because like, honestly, who freaking cares? The thing about it is like, obviously you guys are on this channel. I have 180,000 subscribers, but like, you know, I've not posted for so long. So only a couple thousand, I don't even know if I'm lucky, actually watch my content. And also my comments are turned off. So you guys know, if you watch me, my comments are off because of YouTube, like the YouTube comments fiasco where they turned comments off on all the family channels. I really don't think I can get them back because YouTube is like annoying. So anyways, I might start a new channel, so stay tuned for that if I feel like it. If I feel like starting over, like, I don't know, we're gonna see. But anyways, so where am I even going with this? Okay, so why did I quit YouTube? And why would I ever quit YouTube when I was making so much money from it? And you guys will know if you follow my second Instagram account. It's kind of like where I talk most, even though I'm not really on there a lot. But basically, if you guys followed me in 2019, you will remember that I was a hot mess, train wreck express. Okay, so like 2019, hardest year probably of my life, like ever. I know that's so dramatic, and it's not even, I mean, I was living like a very, very cushy life. And you guys know, if you follow me on my second Instagram account now, we were making a lot of money back then. So, and I've talked about everything already, so it's not like news, but if you guys don't know, we were doing YouTube full time. So I was like the breadwinner, and we were making money off of like AdSense, and obviously brand deals is the main one, and affiliates. And we were making up to 20K a month. So that was like the highest we ever made, like 20 or a little bit higher than 20K a month, which is a lot of money to be so anxious and depressed. Like, money obviously isn't everything. I know that for sure. So we were making a lot of money. But I told Doug, December of 2019, I'm giving this 2 more months, and if we don't figure it out, like, I'm going into savings, like, I can't do it anymore. Because, you guys kind of like know, people do videos all the time on YouTube, like, why I quit YouTube, or, I don't know, not really that, but like, why I hate YouTube, and why I never, I don't know. You know kind of like the cons of it. You know, you got to put your family online to make money. You have to do brand deals. Brands tell you exactly what to say. Like, I hate being told what to do or what to say. And they can lower your pay if your views go down. So like, you have to constantly appease the masses, and like, public perception has to be really high of you to keep growing and growing and growing. And it's just freaking exhausting. And not to mention the way that obviously I had my channel it was very family based, which is something that I'll do like going forward with this channel or a new one if I start a new one, but not to like make all my money from it. So it was very family based. And the thing that really made me want to like cut it off, no matter the money I was making, every time I press record on my Canon G7X, it would go beep beep. You guys know if you have one of those cameras. And every time Annabelle, who was 2 at the time, she's almost 5 now, she would go, she would scream. So obviously cut out all of those sounds that she made. And I know it makes her sound kind of weird, but she just like kind of screams like to like be annoying and to basically just, because she wanted my attention, you know, she was 2. So she did that every single time I pressed the frickin' like start button on my camera. And at first I was like, Annabelle, you gotta like let me do it. Like, this is mommy's job. This is how we live, you know, you gotta get over it. But I just like, you know, it wasn't the way I wanted to make my money, was putting our family online. Like, I don't mind putting our family online. I'm actually kind of like, if you want to put your kids online, like whatever. I'm not gonna like start some kind of like hate thread about it. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't care. But I didn't want to have to do it in order to get paid. So like, you guys know, if you follow me, we had quite a few. Like, I've done hundreds of brand deals, and also people hate doing brand deals. So I don't know. The whole thing was like very stressful. Not to mention my hormones were crazy because I had my second kid, and like that transition was like the hardest. Like, I don't know, for me, like going from 1 to 2 was like, oh, it was horrible. So anyways, where was I going with that? So anyway, I wanted to quit my channel, and I told Doug December of 2019, like, we got 2 months. It actually took us like, I think 3 or 4 months to make up our income with online courses. And you guys know like my whole story if you follow me currently. But I launched my first course, YouTubepreneur, And this is not like me shilling courses. Like, it is not. I don't care. Some of you guys are going to think that, but it is literally not. I'm just explaining exactly what happened to me. And people just always want to think whatever. And now see, this is like how you go psycho. Like, when you have been online and you have a bunch of people like watching you, you start to go psycho because you start to think, like, you hear voices from like haters. It's horrible. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going there. Okay, so I started my first online course and I made like the 40K. You guys know if you follow me currently. If you don't, I made 40K in 3 days, and I was like, why am I doing YouTube when I could make way more money with less stress and I could actually help people? So I did that. We grew that business through Facebook ads because I was teaching people about YouTube, and like, this channel is not about YouTube. It's about like mommy lifestyle stuff. And so I needed an audience for that. And so we grew that to multiple 6 figures in like 6 months through just the YouTubepreneur course. And then I found that obviously, you know, that was like it was like a path for me to feel like, I don't know, freedom or whatever, because I didn't have to like be told what to do through brand deals. I didn't have to go viral to get paid. I could just help people, and it was the best ever. So now we teach people how to do that. And within the last year and a half, we've sacrificed everything. You guys, like, and I don't want to like, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of over airing my dirty laundry or laundry at all, because it's just like, I mean, how long can you do that? But whatever. So I'll tell you guys a little bit. So we've sacrificed so much. We still are in the rental house, like right now. We put all of our money that we would have ever paid for a down payment in a house in Southern California, because as an entrepreneur, self-employed, to get a house, you have to have a year's worth of savings for the house you're buying. Like, as far as like, you have to get your like, whatever you pay for your mortgage per month, you have to save that in cash. So like, if you buy a 1 million, I don't know, I'm bad at math, but if you're like $1.2 million, you have to save 20% of that if you're a self-employed, plus like the whole like hundreds of thousands like to live in the house, so you can prove to people to buy a house. So anyways, I'm on a tangent, but Doug and I put most of our money into coaches and mentors. And we forgoed, I can't even speak. We didn't buy a house so we could learn how to do this business. So we've spent like near $100,000. Like, this is just, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because it's like, I don't even know where to go with this channel, because I truly am not the person I was. Well, we're like totally different, you know? So we've invested all of our money into this business. We help like hundreds of people do this. And so I want to start my YouTube channel back up again and like share like life stuff, but I also don't want to feel like I'm a fraud, you know? Like, I can't go back to doing like baby meal ideas and like day in the life of a stay-at-home mom when I am a stay-at-home mom still. I watch my kids full-time, like no help at all. They're not in school. I'm homeschooling them. Well, I'm trying. But it's just like, I'm not the person I was when I stopped this channel. So anyways, we sacrificed a lot, and we're almost hitting like 7 figures with our new business. And I know, like, me flaunting my numbers or whatever, you know, like, we don't spend it. We spend it on coaches. So I know some people are triggered and they think like it's flaunting, but it's not. Like, I'm a different person, and we have helped so many people in the meantime. So that's kind of like what we've been doing. And I've just found that it's just it's just doing online courses versus YouTube is just night and day with like my happiness and my fulfillment. Anyway, so clearly there is a child behind me. But it's like, it would be so hard to do YouTube with 3 kids. I mean, I know people are doing it, you know? Like, there's lots of mommy YouTubers that have 4 kids. What, babe? Look, there you are. But like, I didn't want to have to do that, you know? So anyways, you know, that's kind of like where we've been. We've built this like ginormous business. We have an employee, and we're like helping, you know, people do this through social media. So where I wanted to leave this off while explaining like who we are and like what we've been doing for the last year and a half, is like my plans for the channel, or a new one. I don't know. I really want to talk about different topics that I'm interested in, because obviously YouTube, like, I made money from it, but I only made money from it because it was like my diehard passion for like, I don't know, 5 years or something, 6 years. So I want to talk about our journey with deciding on homeschooling, and no, it's not because of the pandemic. See, this is just like, why? Okay, why is there a ring on your toe? Okay. I wanted to talk about the process of trying to get a house, where we're going to live, if we're going to live here, if we're going to move somewhere else. That's like such a big topic, you know, especially for people that live in SoCal. It's like everyone's fleeing the state. What else do I want to talk about? I want to vlog again, because it's so fun. And there's just like been so many times where Doug and I would like to share things with you, even Doug, which is shocking, but I don't know, he liked it back in the day, and you guys know if you watched us, and we just like haven't had we haven't made the time for it. But now that we're in a phase of our business where it's like a little less stressful, we finally have stable income from like quitting YouTube. And we have like a system in place, I have more time to do things that I want to do. So I wanted to end this video off with a couple things, 3 things. So the first one, and I have them written down because I know I was gonna forget. The first one is I do have a second channel that I've recently started back up. So that's more about like entrepreneurial stuff. I'm not gonna come on this mommy channel if I continue with this channel, or even if I start another one like about my personal life and talk about like finances and like online business stuff. Like I'm just not. I tried that before and it's just like, you guys don't want that. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm still going to talk about like mom life and like regular people stuff. I'm not going to come on here and pretend I'm Tony Robbins or something. So I do that on my other channel. So you guys can go subscribe to that one. I'll link it down below. It's so annoying, but it's like, there's only, goodness gracious, there's only so many names I can have. So it's Haley Johnson on that one. And this one's obviously Haley Page, I know. And then the other thing is I do have like a free course. So I just finished doing like a free course on how to like find your passion and turn it into like, I don't know, an online course or a coaching program, how to make money from it. But that's all I'm going to say about it. So you guys can check that out down below. It's got like hours of trainings and like everything I've been doing over the last year and all the stuff that I've learned, and case studies of people going from like 0 to 10K months in like 60 days with no social media presence. Like it's buck wild. So I'll link that down below if you guys want that, because I know I'm going to get questions like I want more info. And then the last thing is next week I'm going to be putting out a video why I'm going to be homeschooling. And I think I mentioned this, but this video is all over the place. So I'm not homeschooling because of like the pandemic. I mean, that's like an obvious reason why so many people are homeschooling now. It's not because I live in SoCal in the pandemic. It's for like so many other reasons. I never thought I'd be a homeschool mom, you guys. I don't fit the mold there. Okay. You know, but I'm going to talk to you guys about like why we're going to homeschool and why it's like, if I was sure of anything in my life, it's like the fact that I have to be an entrepreneur and also like both of them, like I have to homeschool my kids. So anyways, we're going to do things differently with like schooling for our kids. And it's not even going to be like the traditional like homeschool stuff. So, I mean, it is, but like, I don't know, the way we think about it is like so different. So I'm going to be putting that video up next week. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try and do 1 video a week on just random different topics. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I don't know who the heck's going to watch this. I might start a new channel. I don't know. Follow me on Instagram if you guys don't already. I'll link that down below, like my main one, and I will alert you if I start a new channel and start posting over there. But yeah, thank you guys just so much for being here. I know there are some people that are like, I'm still here, like I'm waiting for you to post, and it's been so long. So I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you. Oh, I also know I have this like super like, you know, like nerdy fancy lapel mic. It's actually not expensive. Lapel mics are not. And I'm probably like touching it throughout the whole video. But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use it all the time just during this video because I already had it on because I was filming something else. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I will see you in my next one. Say bye, Scarlett.